Greetings everyone, Sunrostan here, and I wanted to provide you an update with the recent developments in the crypto market, which I find pretty exciting. So recently BlackRock has filed with the SEC to launch the spot BTC ETF. So what's the significance of ETF? What is it? So ETF is an exchange traded fund that can track the spot prices of different assets like Bitcoin or gold, or maybe a basket of assets. One of the most famous ETFs would be tracking the S&P Standard & Poor's 500, so 500 top companies in the United States, and that typically represents the strength of the market in general. So this spot BTC ETF will be tracking the spot price of Bitcoin, where people will be able, if it is approved, they will be able to buy the shares of that ETF and not own Bitcoin directly, but rather benefit from the price moves by Bitcoin through that ETF. That's huge because if you remember back in 2021, the height or the max height of the Bitcoin price moves was contributed to by the prospect of Bitcoin ETF. And also the significance of that is BlackRock is the largest asset manager in the world. So the asset management of $9.5 trillion, which is a huge factor, and especially its track record with the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission in the United States, is 575 approvals to 1 disapproval, which, you know, that is a huge, very strong track record. So that really excites the price of the Bitcoin of today. Now let's talk about some of the other foreign happenings. So Deutsche Bank in this part of the world is requesting German regulators to approve their ability to host assets like Bitcoin for their customers. And they're one of the largest asset holders as well in Europe and in the world, with $1.4 trillion under management. Other companies, giants like Fidelity and Charles Schwab, they launched their crypto exchange targeting Wall Street, which further increases the interest in the cryptocurrency markets, crypto assets, and NFTs. So speaking of NFTs, Louis Vuitton and Mercedes-Benz launched the cryptocurrency that would allow the issuance of tokens, and you would be able to buy different tokens and NFTs in order to qualify for various perks. So I find it pretty smile-provoking that Louis Vuitton launched they called it the treasure trunks. Treasure trunks would be sold for over $40,000, and the owners of those luxury treasure trunks would qualify for different real-life perks from their product line. But that is one of the applications. Of course, we can see a lot of very interesting and creative applications when it comes to user experience and loyalty rewards for the holders of those NFTs issued by different vendors, whether it's luxury brands, automotive, or any company really. That area, the whole industry of the NFT ecosystem as loyalty perks, is estimated to be worth about $5 trillion, the tokenization industry, as reported by Bernstein wealth management firm. What's also interesting is that Bernstein highlights that the stablecoins and CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, will be the locomotive of this tokenization industry. And as we know, not far from here, we're in Zurich, there is a place called Davos, and that's the home of the World Economic Forum. And they were talking about the central bank digital currencies a lot. So look out for the developments in that space, as we'll be tracking how they will really be implemented. Of course, it's not something, it's controversial. Some people don't like it, some people do, but we'll be covering both aspects of CBDCs on this channel. And the cherry on top is 31% of Australians aged 18 to 24, according to the study done by Australian Securities Exchange, have transacted with cryptocurrencies, which is a great stat, given that the interest in the crypto market is growing. And it's not, even though in 2023 it's lost its steam a little bit, but we are seeing the increased interest by the institutional investors and firms, like we've mentioned before, BlackRock, Charles Schwab, Fidelity, as well as other companies and private individuals. Everybody's starting to adopt cryptos more and more, and that will only create the overall interest ecosystem favorable for cryptos. And hopefully they'll move the regulators to issue more and more approvals that will make sense and be beneficial for the rest of the world. So thanks, signing off from Zurich. I'm Roster. Cheers.